Needed. That's what we needed. Welcome to another episode of Chicago Bulls Central. On today's episode, we'll be breaking down the Cavs. The Bulls win over the Cleveland Cavaliers, how Alex Caruso sparked the bench, all that and more. But first, before we do any of that, something that I missed in the halftime hangout is that our one of our brethren, right? Because we're a family here, Shay just lost his uncle, and so we want to send thoughts and prayers out to Shay and his family. The fact that he even showed up at a halftime hangout to still support while his family was dealing with that loss, just it means a lot to me that he took the time out of his schedule to still, show up to show me and us some love and interact. And that doesn't go unnoticed and missed. And I don't want to take that lightly. And I just want to, send everyone. We always talk about how we're a family here at Chicago Bulls Central, and we're building a community. So let's make sure that we're giving our thoughts and prayers out to Shay, his family. If he shows up in the chat today, make sure you give him some kind words as well. Thoughts and prayers out to Shay. That goes first and foremost before any basketball game, before anything. So Shay, if you're watching, if you're seeing this later, prayers to you, brother. And if you do need anything, man, don't be afraid to reach out. Let me know. You've been a big supporter of me, and I want to, if I can, support you at your time of need. And I understand, sometimes people just want to be to themselves. And so the fact that you showed up for us here, it means a lot. So prayers to you, Shay, and to your family as well if you're watching. But let's go ahead and move on. Sorry, I didn't mean to bring anybody's energy down. It's important to me with community to make sure that when one of us is hurting, that we do talk about it. So I just wanted to be real with that. I'm sorry if it turned anybody else from watching the stream, but I got to be what's true to me. And so that's been on my heart since I saw it after I ended the stream. So I wanted to say it. But okay, let's go ahead. Let's get the energy back. Let's talk about this game. The Bulls beating the Cavs. On top of that, we know we need all the wins that we can get, but the way in which the Bulls won this, the spark that not only Alex Caruso, but also Tristan Thompson provided off the bench. I know Alex Caruso is going to get a lot of the conversation coming out of this game, playing 28 minutes on his return, his first game back since like this mid to late December. 4 for 8 from the field, a positive plus minus of +9 with 11 points, 4 assists, and 4 steals. Add 1 block to that as well for Alex Caruso upon his return. His return was immediately felt, especially in a time where we were also missing Zach LaVine and Kobe White was in the starting lineup rather than on the bench. He led the team off the bench with minutes. Him and Tristan Thompson really set a tone as far as defensively and communication. Don't want to overlook Derrick Jones Jr. contributions as well. And I know he didn't show up on the stat sheet, but Troy Brown Jr. played pretty well for us today too, right? In his 9 minutes off the bench. So overall, our bench gave everybody from the bench had a positive plus minus, and we can't say that always happened. And I know Caruso is going to get a lot of the attention, rightfully so, right, for that. But I do also want to point out just that bench as a total and what they're able to give us. Only 17 points overall from the bench as far as scoring wise, but they gave everything else that we needed: the change of pace, the key rebounds from the bench, the steals, the energy, the defense. All our bench really did their thing. And before I wanted to talk about DeMar, Vooch, and Ayo all had big games as well. I did want to start it off talking about our bench because our bench has sometimes been a thorn in our side, and you definitely can tell what Alex Caruso and having Tristan Thompson both coming off the bench could mean for this team heading into the playoffs. It can mean so much for us and really level out that when we talk about how this team sometimes laps on defense. This was great to see, especially in the first game back. And hell, if this is him still working himself back in the rhythm, I can't wait to see what Alex Caruso is going to be by the playoffs, because this was great to see. And it's like the chemistry between him and Tristan Thompson was palpable right away as well. So hats off to our bench that really helped keep up the intensity that we needed throughout the game, led by Alex Caruso. But let's get into the rookie. Ayo Dosunmu with 17 points, 2 rebounds, 3 assists, 2 steals, 2 blocks, 2 turnovers. But he did have 5 fouls in that game. Now, he did pretty good against Garland in the first half. Garland came back. He scored overall in the game 25 points. But let's look at Garland's percentage. 9 for 24 from Darius Garland. 0 for 3 from 3. He did very good work at the free throw line, 7 for 8. And he's filled the stat sheet everywhere else: 7 rebounds, 7 assists, 1 steal, 6 turnovers. Ayo Dosunmu gave Darius Garland the business tonight. And I don't want to go too far without saying that. Hats off to Ayo Dosunmu for being able. Darius Garland is going to be a beast. He is already damn near a beast, especially as a scorer. And what Ayo was able to do, and the team defense was able to do to disrupt Darius Garland in this game was great to see. Great to see. But let's go from one rookie to another rookie. Mobley in this game, 17 points for Mobley, 8 for 17. He didn't have the defensive impact he had when we faced them earlier in the season. Again, I like what they did. I like what Vooch did defensively as well. And let's talk about Vooch. 14 rebounds, 20 points from Vooch, 25 points from DeMar DeRozan. Kobe White, while he didn't score great and efficiently, Kobe White with 9 points, 7 rebounds, 7 assists, 2 steals. He contributed and found a way to still add to this team while only shooting 4 for 11 and 1 from 4 from three-point range. Overall, yes, there's a lot of things that you can take from this game and see that you want them to do better. But the key thing is that when we would have gotten a game like this, only scoring 101 points, usually that has been a loss for the Chicago Bulls. The difference is they did enough defensively, right, to balance that with their scoring to still be able to win this game. And overall, very solid game, great contributions. I'm so happy to see this team and the way that they were able to compete, the brand of defense they face, the solid shooting, solid, not great, right? 44% overall from the field, 42% from three, only 9 for 21 from three, but 93% from the free throw line, getting 15 free throws in this game to Cleveland's 17. Overall, again, great contribution from the team. This is the type of things that we want to see. I really think that's it for my analysis. Let's go ahead and get into the comments, and we'll break it down, see how you guys felt about this game. Digital Chi says, crew GOAT. Absolutely. Absolutely. Jack is True said, that's love, Haize. Condolences. Shout out to Shay. Hopefully he's here. Hopefully he's here. A lot of condolences and prayers to Shay, and hope that Shay does see this at some point. Shout out to Shay. Juan Miller, it's fair to say Caruso has more of an impact than Zach. Oh no, I don't think that's necessarily fair to say. Well, let me be fair and objective in this, right? Definitely more of a defensive impact. You're talking about impact overall in the game. I don't know, like Zach's scoring just, and even him just being a threat to score completely changes the way that teams have to defend. But listen, Caruso is definitely an impact player. Definitely impact player. Brandy Nicole says, get the effing likes up, y'all. Y'all better listen to her. Y'all better listen to her. Tariq says TBJ has been better the last few weeks. He puts together some things, definitely. Like I've always said this with Troy Brown Jr. I really do think that I would love to have if we would have had Troy Brown Jr. on this team 2 years ago when we were a rebuilding team and not trying to compete, all his mistakes, it would have been like, okay, work through them, because there's skill there that you can see if a team has time to really put into Troy Brown Jr., he's probably going to develop to a solid defender. And maybe a 3D guy, maybe not shooting the ball from very effectively from three, like out of this world or anything, but defensively, Troy Brown Jr., and even his activity at times, when Troy Brown Jr. is locked in, he gives a lot of activity. The thing is that we don't really have the time to develop Troy Brown Jr. When you look at him only get 9, 10, 11 minutes here and there, and then when everybody was healthy, no minutes. But I really do think that, if he's not on this roster, and I don't see him being on this roster a long time, I do think that there's a competent NBA player within Troy Brown Jr. And I'm not saying a star or anything like that, but he definitely has some potential and some things. And if he goes on a team where he can make mistakes, right, he can get a lot of minutes regardless of how he plays and gets a chance to develop, he definitely has a chance to do some things. Shay, I don't know if you saw it or not, brother. I'm sorry, man. Yeah, but I saw that after I got out of the live stream, man. And hats not hats off, but prayers to you and your family, brother. If I can do anything for you, Shay, please let me know, brother. Please. Bro, it's literally his first game back, and we hold a playoff team below 100 points. That's crazy. You feel it immediately. Immediately. Haize, how many times I watched replay of AC all this time waiting. Thank God for AC. Absolutely. Absolutely. Love that. Love your hat, bro. Thank you. Thank you. With the Chicago Bulls Central on the side. Got to do my thing. Branding. Everything is a branding opportunity. That's one thing that I'm learning from Pat the designer is everything's a branding opportunity. Be on the lookout for those JV jackets coming for Locked On Bulls too. By the way, just for anyone who know, if you know, you know, right? It's some trolling, but if you know, you know. Caruso dropping the bombs with the commentators, like I guess that you meant Haize. Is it? Did he? That's crazy. Edwin Washington, who hasn't been around as much as of late. Man, great to see Caruso back in stride, and the win felt worth the battle. Would love to see them knock out a top five, but I'll take it. Listen, it's coming. I'm trusting that it's coming. I'm trusting that it's coming. It was the fast breaks we get from Caruso and the better team defense for me. Yes, remember early in the season, we were getting in those passing lanes. And one of the things is that while we didn't have, because we didn't have Kobe at the time, while we didn't have like a big time scorer off the bench, our bench was able to do some things not, and they were still only ranked 29th, but we've been ranked 28 in defense lately, so it's still around the same way. But we were able to turn transition buckets into easy offense because of the way that he plays the passing lanes, and those things are what's the word that I'm looking for? Contagious for the players that are around him. So yes, he definitely changes a lot of that. Bro, imagine having Zoa, AC, and Ayo guarding the opposing team's ball handle at every position of the game. That's going to be lethal. Yes, that's one thing that I've been saying. Like people think that I'm crazy for saying Philly scares me less now with Harden because of the fact that we're going to be able now. Maxey can definitely get hot, but Maxey is not going to be able to get off on Lonzo the way that he was able to get off on Ayo. But with that being said, the fact that we can have a player like AC, Zoe, and Ayo always guarding Harden in that type of matchup. If we get to that point, it's going to be dangerous. And then people saying Boston, like, yes, I know Boston is playing amazing defense right now, but AC, Lonzo, Javante Green as well, being able to guard, like, come on, man. This team, I'm not saying that we should be favored, right? That's been the thing I've been saying all season, but we listen, we got a lot. We got a lot. Does anyone feel as if the refs are working backwards? Like, damn, all these soft ass calls are weak. Listen, we've been officiated weird all goddamn season, all season. Caruso was the motivating factor in this game. Well needed W. Absolutely. That one's from Edward Luna. I 100% agree with you, brother. 100% agree with you. Did y'all get those likes up, by the way? Get those. It's almost 200 people in chat. Get the likes up, man. Come on. Told you Bull Central starts. We win. No, come on, man. You got to get out of here with that. Like, I know a lot of people are on that, but come on, man. Come on. Adrian says, I can't lie. I think Caruso and Lonzo are the players that elevate this team to compete with other top teams. Their perimeter defense, along with maximizing transitional points, is so vital for this team. Abso-freaking-lutely. The thing is, and this is what I kind of said at halftime for those who weren't there. The Bulls offense, even with missing players, seems to always be good enough, right? It's the defense that falters. The fact that with the way that the Bulls can play offense, when you add in even a top, like we were top 5 in defense at one point, but even if you say a top 10 defense, you got to trust that we can definitely do some things. Absolutely. Young Stingray said, "What's good, Haize? Beat the worst city in Ohio. How you doing tonight?" I'm good, brother. I'm really good. I'm really good. Shay says, "The fact that you show me love every day as a person is enough. Thanks, bro. Hey, man, prayers out to you, bro. Always. Like I said, we're family here. Family. Chicago Bull Central is a family, period." By the way, have y'all been going to watch Chicago Bear Central? No, you haven't. I know because the views aren't as high as it. No, I know everybody here isn't a Bears fan. Never mind my previous petty comment, Haize. I was talking to some dumbass, not you. Oh, I guess I completely missed it. Antonio asked, any update on Lonzo that you know of? No, I have not read anything as far as right now. I have not read anything. Hey, thank you for the super chat, Chef C. I appreciate that. Thank you for supporting the channel, my brother. Bulls defense got exposed tonight. Showed us we do not always need DeRozan to score 35 plus points at a 60% clip in order to win. Elite defense makes up for non-elite offense. That is very well said. And I have nothing to add to that because you are spot on, spot on. But the key thing is if the Bulls can get back to playing great defense with having an elite offense, whoo, how dangerous are we then? But I agree with you, especially when you have when you if you don't have it going, if the other team's playing really good defense on you, especially when you look at the playoffs. Sometimes it becomes who can make the correct defensive stops when they're needed. And bringing back Lonzo and Caruso, adding in Patrick Williams too, because let's not forget the defender that Patrick Williams is, it really gives you a completely different outlook on what this team ceiling is. Because defense wins championships, and that's a saying for a reason. Love the comments, guys. Feels good to win. Okay, road trip time. Listen, uh, y'all. I'm gonna be dead next week, right? Let me just be real with y'all for a second. I'm gonna need y'all to lift me up in prayer because there's no way I'm not doing my streams. But Monday, the game doesn't start till 10 p.m. my time. That means it's not gonna be until midnight till I can start streaming after probably 12:30. So we got a 10 o'clock game. 10 o'clock. I'm sorry. I said Phoenix. We got a 10 o'clock game against Sacramento on Monday. On Wednesday, we got a game that starts at 9. So that's a 11:30 start time. And then we got Phoenix on Friday with another 10 p.m. game. That is treacherous. How dare these son of a bitches do this to me? I'm putting cases on all you motherfucker. No, I'm just fucking with it. It is what it is. It comes with the territory. I love doing this. But yeah, we're gonna have to bring some energy into the live stream after those games because I'm telling you right now, if there's not energy, I'm probably gonna turn into Petty Roosevelt. Jack is Truth says, I need that hat, Haize. Man, it's so funny the way that it worked with getting this hat. So I was going to the mall for something else, and I just was like, let me go Lids. It's been a while. I was actually planning on getting a gray hat, a gray Bulls cap. And I saw this one. It was the last one. I got a big ass head. So I don't find non-snapback caps my size very often. And then when I was checking out, the dude was like, do you want to put any lettering on it? I'm like, you know what? Yes, the fuck I do. And then we ended up chopping it up about the Bulls because he was a Bulls fan too. And we were talking about Pippen, and he gave me the stitching for free. It just all worked out. All worked out. Brendan Eljet, Bulls don't hold Cavs to 91 points without Caruso tonight. He's a huge difference maker. Absolutely. Absolutely. Like there's no like I did like I know the impact that Caruso has, right? And I understood and expected Caruso to have a huge impact, but not like this. Not like this. This is not this soon. Not this soon. That's the thing. It's not this soon. First of all, if you're gonna try to troll, be intelligent on it. The Cavs are over 500. You dumbass. Like what the fuck? Like, my thing is troll intelligently. Like, right? I understand trolling, right? I completely get it. I do it sometimes. Shout out to Joe Cowley, who I just got in his head for like 2 days straight. But come on, you got to be intelligent when you troll. Like, you could have said anything other than that. Like, this is just not true. If you're gonna be a troll, be a smart troll. Don't be a dumbass troll. Like, come on, man. You got to use your brain, brother. Adrian didn't know about Bear Central. I'll check it out. Thank you. Thank you. Hayes, when we play the West Coast games, the games finish at 3 a.m. here in Brazil. God damn it, man. Listen. Crispy Cheese says new to the channel, but I love the commentary. Thank you for supporting the channel, especially with this being your first time here, brother. Hopefully you saw enough and you enjoyed it to go ahead and subscribe to the channel. I appreciate you. Oh shit. Talking to my thing. It's about to start talking to me. Jack is Truth in the building. Hey, thank you for always supporting the channel, Jack. It's 3:36 a.m. in the UK. Hey, suck it up. Hey, I'm gonna be on y'all time. So that means when the game ends on the West Coast, it's like 6 a.m. there. Do you stay up then? That's crazy. Brandy said petty in the building. Sweaty bloke. What about Paul wearing the Caruso? That just shows the camaraderie this team has. And I think we've forgotten that, right? I think that we forgot how close this team is because we haven't had the full team in so long that it's kind of easy to forget just how close knit this team is. And that's just that was a great sign. That was a great sign of energy, everything else. Dreams are a reality, says we needed that win. Fans are getting nervous. This is a nice way to finish the season and secure a good playoff spot. I'll be on the Bears channel too. Yeah, of course, there won't be any live streams there until the actual season starts. I'm gearing up for that and Chicago Sky content as well because I will be Chicago Sky content will be here. Bears content will be over there. I'm really looking forward to the Sky season. Because this is the thing, right? As for WNBA fans, you don't have the same type of community. Like I know there are some Facebook groups for probably all WNBA teams, and I think I'm in one for the Chicago Sky, but it never pops like Chicago Bulls groups. So I'm excited to be able to bring and talk about the WNBA because they deserve more coverage. They do great work there. I wish the WNBA was in a better financial place than what they were. And if I can do anything to bring awareness to just how good the game and brand of basketball in WNBA is, I'm definitely doing that. And because this platform was created, I'm definitely going to use that to cover what the amazing work the women do over there. So yeah, definitely. Ronald says, so Hayes, what's your starting five? I mean, it's the starting five we started the season with. On this team, I think it's going to be Lonzo, LaVine, DeMar, P. Will, and Vooch. That's what it's gonna be. I don't know if it's gonna be that by the end of this season. We'll see how they ramp up P. Will. I didn't expect Caruso to play these many minutes right away. So maybe by the time Paul comes back, they're like, hey, no. Maybe a couple of games coming off the bench, and then maybe they throw him back in the starting lineup. But I want to see what that starting five can do because we're undefeated with that starting five. B, we never really got to see them grow together. Like the development that Patrick Williams could have had playing in that starting lineup for a full season would have been crazy. So I really want to see that. Now, I'm not necessarily saying that may always be our starting five, but I'm really excited to see what that starting five looks like for sure. Brittany Nico says Bears have kicked everyone out. Yes, yes, it's Poles is like, hey, listen, hold my beer. Hold my beer. It's by the beginning of next offseason, the Bears roster is probably going to have like 50-60% turnover, if not more. Is Bulls live game chat possible? Yes, I could. I've even asked about it before. The one thing that I always try to do with this channel is I try not to do what other channels are doing. And Bull Central does do a live game chat. So I don't really do that because of that. Hell, I was hesitant to just doing live streams after games because so many other channels do it. But we'll see. I'm not against, but we'll see. We'll see. Jaden Taylor says, Hayes, I really got to give you your flowers. I found CBC after the second game of the season, and you really are building a community. Well, thank you, Jaden. That's really what it's all about. That's really what it was all about for me. It's crazy, and I give credit to the community for how fast that we've grown. In it'll be 8 months, the 14th of next month, right? No, it'll be 8 months on the 14th of this month. So we're 2 days away from our eight-month anniversary, I think, right? If I'm counting right. Sometimes my math is off and I'm tired. And so it's either been 7 or 8 months, and what we've been able to grow in that time has just been crazy, man. Crazy. K Mitch says, I didn't realize Chicago Bears Central was running 8. Subbed immediately. See you there. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Jose, what's up? Puerto Rico in the house. Great statement. Yes. Great statement win tonight. Sweaty bloke says, Hayes, your beard is amazing. What's your hack? Genetics, bro. That's all it is, really. Is I mean, I take care of my beard. I wash, I deep condition, my oil and pick my beard very often to make sure it's all good. I steam my beard once every couple of weeks. But I mean, there's no secret that I have to growing. I couldn't even give you a secret. I just take care of it in genetics. Dreams are a reality asks why people beating up on Zach. I'm not worried at all. Zach's worth ethic is second to none. I believe in Zach always. Listen, Zach is going to be Zach, and I the thing is that I still don't think Zach is done developing, like as far as adding things to his game. And if he keeps doing that, it's going to be crazy. Yes, I definitely listen. I know some people are like, don't pay Zach the max, this and this. He just turned 27 years old. 27 years old. And I think sometimes people forget that because he's been in the NBA for almost a decade already, but 27 years old. And remember, when we got Zach, he wasn't even a franchise player. He wasn't even like the scorer that he is now. Zach is going to continue to add into his game. Jack is Truth says, this is your niche. No need for a live stream. We all flock here afterwards. Hey, I appreciate it. Dreams O'Reilly says, yes, Hayes, you can teach a beer class. Very nice. I appreciate that. My nickname is the Red Bittered Assassin, but I've had a beard now for 8 years. I've been bearded for 8 years, but I originally grew my beard because my job was doing for No Shave November. They were donated to charity, and I'll do anything damn near for charities. And that was the first time I ever grew a beard, and I was going to cut it off. And I was like, you know what? I kind of like the way that this looks, so I kept it. So there you go. But to get back into basketball, let's get back into basketball. Marvin, Hayes, I got a question. Are these the same Bulls fans that are here after a loss? No way, hell no. I love this dysfunctional family. We are a family, and families are dysfunctional. That's all it is. Brandy Nicole asks, we still doing yes, Brandy, and I know you emailed me, and I wanted to get it worked out with the guy with that has the paid Zoom, and then I'm going to email you back, and I'm supposed to call him. I'm trying to link up with him. He's probably in the chat. He asked me when I can talk to him over the phone. I've just been so busy. I'll probably call him probably sometime during the day tomorrow. But yes, we are still on March 28th, right? I believe is what it is. That's a Monday Knicks game. So we're still on for that as of right now. Still on. Brandon L. Jet, as always, with the super chat. Thank you for your constant support, my brother. You know I love you. He says support to Hayes and to the channel. Appreciate that, man. Appreciate that. D greatest is I like this comment. We didn't lose the third quarter tonight, correct, which is good. And Io should be first team all rookie, in my opinion. It's going to be extremely hard for Io to win first team all rookie. Now I do agree that I don't know about first team all rookie. I'd have to like go over it in my head. You know, you guys know I have to actually look at all the names to make a list. I try not to just go off my memory because I have recency bias and I'm always going to bet on our guy. But Io is, listen, even if he doesn't get it, F it. He's still going to do his damn thing. He's going to do his damn thing. D-Dub Hayes, for my post-game analysis, I chose you over Golf, Kendall Gill, and Will Purdue. Wow. I appreciate that. That means a hell of a lot. I mean, hey, I appreciate it. That's all I can say. It's funny. This is what I will say, and it keeps happening, is that there are literally people who now promote the podcast of Chicago Bulls Central, because of course if they were watching on YouTube, they would know it's me. But people who promote the podcast of Chicago Bulls Central who don't know it's me, and like I'll see it in like a Facebook group. I saw it on Reddit today. I was on the Chicago Bulls Reddit, I think maybe it was a general basketball's Reddit, and they were talking about the game today, and I hopped in there, and somebody was literally posted my episode from earlier today, and I was just like, wow, that's crazy. That's wild. That's wild. So yeah, we're growing. We are growing. I don't take all the credit for this at all. Brandy Nicole, yeah, because your ass got 5 jobs busy. Who is the guy you do the other bull show with? That is Pat the designer over from Windy City Breeze. We linked together to take over Locked On Bulls on the Locked On Podcast Network. It's been great. I really do love having a co-host over there because it makes it a completely different feel than this show. And then, of course, because we're on a majorly owned network on there, I have to be a little bit more censored. And we give great analysis, but it's more the straightforward type analysis, right? It's more like what you'll see on like TNT than what you get here. Here, it's me being crazy. I had to turn around. I get to cussing people out. I'll do crazy shit. I'll make troll videos. All that crazy shit comes from me here on this channel. I'm not able to do that over there, but make sure you guys are also subscribed to Locked On Bulls if you love the way that we talk basketball, because we do great things over there Monday through Friday. That's 5 episodes a week that we deliver over there. On top of what I get over here, we got the Bulls content covered. That's for sure. That's for sure. You and Pat going crazy on Locked On. It's great to see y'all going off. I guess JV ain't bad. Yeah, JV's in. JV's in. We got this. We got this. 200 people need 3,000. Like, get them likes up, people. Get them likes up. You was killing me with the. I hate. Listen, one thing about me is that I am, while I am well spoken, while I can get my thoughts together on the fly, like doing this live, I get my thoughts together all really quickly. The one thing, but it's natural, right? I'm good at being naturally me. The ad promos, literally, it feels so awkward doing them because I have to pause, I have to purposely read it, and then they give weird notes like, "Oh, read it with excitement." I'm not excited about this shit, but I do it anyway. That's probably the one side of that job that I'm still getting used to. But it'll come around. I'm sure at some point it'll become such second nature. I just love talking about the Bulls. So I breeze past everything else so I can just talk sports because that's what I like to do. That's what I like to do. Joe Cowley is a bum. That is all. Listen. I've smoked him now twice on Twitter. It is what it is. Alex Flores, you and Pat the designer have a lot of chemistry together. I was watching Locked On Bulls way more now that you guys are hosting it. I never really watched it when the other guys were hosting. Well, first, I'm never any slave for Matt and Big Dave for me because I've literally been listening to Matt Peck for like 6 or 7 years. Even before Locked On Bulls when they were doing the Debatables. So like the fact that I got to inherit something that he started does mean a lot to me. And that may just, I know that's sentimental, but that it does. It adds something to that show for me. But me and Pat's chemistry, I think, is even taking us for off guard because keep in mind, me and Pat only ever did one episode before we took over Locked On Bulls, and that was a live call. So it's not like we were jabbering back and forth. We were live calling the game. But our chemistry, like if it's this already, imagine what is going to be 10, 15, 20 episodes into that podcast. We've only done 5 episodes so far, and I'm really excited by the product we're able to put together. Really excited. Make Pat do them. It's definitely going to be more of Pat during the week because I'm telling you, we're going to have to start alternating because me doing those live reads, man, I'd be like, Built Bar. Do you need a bar that is 117 calories with 72 net carbs? Like I can't give the same energy to that because it's just not natural to me. But I'm trying. Isaiah Bagley says, "What's going on, Haize? Love the channel, brother. Also, when Lonzo comes back, does Kobe or Ayo take?" Yeah, I mean, not going to get, one of them is going to get the minutes that they were going. Now, it may alternate. They may still average 18 to 20 minutes a game, but there are going to be some games where Ayo plays 21 minutes and maybe Kobe plays 12 or 13. There's going to be other ways. The one thing that Billy Donovan has also shown is that he's not afraid to play Kobe at the threesome when everyone's healthy. So I think Billy Donovan's going to work a way to get them all, but it's going to be dependent upon the matchups. Caruso's getting his minutes regardless. Ayo and Kobe have both shown they deserve minutes. It just depends on the matchup, but I think Billy Donovan's going to work it out. The thing that I'm really worried about, everybody's worried about the Ayo Kobe thing. I'm not really worried about that. What I'm worried about is that once Patrick Williams comes back, and if he's playing well, how does the Patrick Williams, Javonte Green, Derrick Jones Jr. all alternating at the 4, what do those minutes look like? Because that's the one where it's like, unless they really bring down DeMar DeRozan's minutes and plays Javonte at the 3 some, which I think Javonte can definitely be dangerous at the 3. That's what I'm more concerned about. I'm not worried about the Ayo Dosunmu, Kobe, Caruso getting minutes. I'm just not. And maybe that's irrational, but I'm more worried about that Derrick Jones Jr., Patrick Williams, Javonte Green, and now because Tristan Thompson, what do their minutes look like once everybody's back healthy? That's the one that I'm worried about. Haize, you about to lose your brand deal, bro. No, I mean, listen, no, never that. They know I gotta be me. They know I gotta be me. Quick off topic. Chicago Bears Central will be a beast. Them Cognac boys made a great appearance. Listen, and those are the co-hosts now. So you're going to see the Cognac boys over there a lot. And this thanks to you guys. Me and the Cognac boys have such a great chemistry when we were doing Chicago Bulls Central, when they've been on 3 episodes now, I think, over here. That I immediately reached out to them and I was like, look, I need y'all to go in on this with me. So you're going to see them a lot over at Chicago Bear Central. When I mean a lot, I mean basically as much as you see me over there, you're going to be seeing them. And I'm really excited for that. I think also partnering with Pat on Locked on Bulls made me realize how, even though I'm a solid solo creator, it's something special when you do have people to bounce off of. And because it being Bears and football, I want everything that I do to have a different feel, right? I don't want Locked on Bulls to feel like Chicago Bulls Central. That's one of the reasons I did go out and want Pat as my co-host there. I don't want Chicago Bears Central to feel like Chicago Bulls Central either, because who's gonna watch 3 different channels with the same motherfucker on there if they don't all feel different? So each one of those channels will have, and they need to have their own feel to be successful. Otherwise, it all starts getting monotonous. So that's what I try to do. Listen. I've been creating a long time, and I like to think that I'm a really smart creator, and so I like to do certain things and bring things around. So Petty Roosevelt got to show up one time on Locked On. If they want you, they will have to say, "Oh no, listen, they Petty Roosevelt cannot. He cannot. He cannot. It cannot happen. It's not going to happen at all. Not going to happen." Isaac Hayes, thanks for the videos. I watch a video from CBC and then listen to your podcast as I'm working, moving up. Keep up the great work. I appreciate you, brother. Ray in the building. Hi, Hayes. What's going on? This is my first time on your stream. Love your channel. What's going on, Ray? Thank you for joining. Hopefully, you've seen enough here that makes you want to join the channel, be a part of the community. We love what we're building here. Thank you for joining us for tonight. JD number 5 says, P.S. Can you give me a shout out, please? I love your channel. Absolutely. Shout out to JD number 5. There you go. D Grader says, F all what Hayes is talking about other channels. The Bulls held Cleveland at 42% from the field, 5 for 24 from 3, and recorded 12 steals. This is high quality defense. And we're bringing back 2 really good defenders, great defenders in Lonzo Ball and Patrick Williams, a very good defender who can possibly develop into a great defender as well. This team's defensive ceiling is way higher than people think. JD8 says, I have to be honest, I did not enjoy the old. Oh, listen, we're not doing it. We're not doing it. I told you guys, like, I'm sorry. And listen, this is just me. I am fans of people too. Big Dave and Matt are like up here to me. So I don't do it. I don't do it. King literally said it during the game. Green, Jones Jr., and T Brown has to step it up when it comes to the playoffs because these teams don't see them as a weapon. Well, I think Derrick Jones Jr., before his injury, really was developing to. Do you remember that Lonzo Ball, Derrick Jones Jr. pick and roll that became very, very dangerous? And if his shot starts falling consistently, especially at that corner 3, he can be. But listen, Javonte Green, you remember that stretch? Javonte Green would have won a 3-4 game stretch where he was scoring in double digits all game. I think Javonte is going to be a bigger threat coming off the bench than what he is in the starting lineup because of his versatility as a Swiss Army knife off the bench. D Greatest says, I don't think Hayes sleeps. Hayes does not sleep. I sleep 4, maybe 5 hours a day. I'm usually up to about 1:30 a.m. and I'm usually up every day between 5:45 and 6 a.m. every day, Monday through Sunday. Monday through Sunday. That's just me. My internal body clock does not let me sleep past 6:15. I can fall asleep at 3 a.m. and my body will wake me up at 6:15. It's a curse. It's a curse. Listen, I would pay to see the reaction of the owners of the Locked On Network if somebody sent them a video and said Petty Roosevelt just went off on Locked On Bulls. Like it's never gonna happen. Like, hey, it's like I said, it's like going to work for me, right? That's very much a job, and it's a job I'm passionate about, and I hope to continue to help build that platform, build Locked On the best I can. But that is a job. Chicago Bull Central is the family. That's where we hang out. That's the kickback. That's where we sit down and it's like a conversation with your friends. So I let loose here, right? I flip the hat around and I go the fuck off. Like that's never gonna happen over there because I'm at work there. So yeah. Jose Sanchez, this is a great point. Who says one guy can't impact the way a team plays? While this is a team sport, the impact Caruso has on the team is mind-boggling, especially on defense. That's why I really do think, and for I know a lot of Bulls fans were hoping that the team would go after somebody like Moses Brown or other younger players. I really do think that Matt Thomas is going to be gone. Troy Brown Jr. is probably going to be gone. Derrick Jones Jr. is I want to see Derrick Jones Jr. come, but it's a possibility depending on the type of money he wants. And hopefully Tony Bradley's also gone. Now, I think if though whatever combination of those players they don't bring back, that they're going to try to fill it with more veterans for that type of impact that Alex Caruso is having, for being a steady hand, for being somebody that you can come in and you don't have to worry about, are they going to have a good game like Troy Brown Jr.? You know what they're going to give you every single night. I definitely think they're going to try to fill out the rest of the bench with veterans in this offseason while keeping their young players that they currently have. Ricky Fontaine, it's 218 people in the chat. Get them fucking likes up. Let's see what the likes are. I usually don't pay attention to the likes while I'm streaming. I just focus on the content. Dun, 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 dun. 36. Oh no, that's not the right video. 136 likes and one dislike. First of all, whoever gave a dislike is a hater. Oh, it had to be the dude who said that what was it? The Bulls haven't beat an over 500 team, and I was like, Cavs are over 500. It had to be him. But thank you for the likes, y'all. Thank you for the likes. He's talking about he at work over. I'm at work. I'm at work. I'm working. JV checking in. So you want to keep Malcolm Hill? You know what? This is what I'll say. Not if they can bring Malcolm Hill back on a G League deal, do that. But yeah, throw Malcolm Hill in that conversation as well. They need to send Tony Bradley sorry ass to the G League, to be honest. They can't send him to the G League. He's on a guaranteed deal. The dude from Quan. Y'all remember Quan when we were shitting on Cleveland? He got in his feelings. I don't think he's ever been back. Denzel Valentine disliked your video. Well, I mean, can he hit the dislike button over his gums? Like, Tariq says, I get it, Haize. I'm a potty mouth in real life, but when I'm at work, it's like a switch. I never swear. See, that's all it is. And it's not like it's something that I do purposely. It's just I know what I'm there to do. I'm there to give professional analysis and conversation on the Chicago Bulls, and that's what I give. Over here, you get some of that, but you also get me dropping F-bombs, saying Tony Bradley is ugly, saying that him, Denzel Valentine, and Troy Brown Jr. team too much because they all either got too much forehead, too much gums, or just too much, I don't know, fucking butter on their fingers. I don't fucking know what it is. I don't know what it is. All I know is that I'm clowning motherfuckers. That's all I know. That's all I know. They got to get the business. They got to get the business. Adrian says, it's Saturday night. What's your tequila? All the time. Tequila. Tequila, 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 tequila. 2 times tequila. Tariq says, let's not forget Simonovic might be part of our future plans also. Yes, but that it also is why I think that this Bulls team doesn't fill out with I personally, unless somebody that they think is going to develop into a star, I don't think the Bulls are going to keep their own first round pick this year. We have our own first round pick. I don't necessarily think that I think that they may package that pick or just move that pick for a veteran who can come in and give them something now. This team has a lot of young prospects. And they just think of it. Kobe, Ayo, Patrick Williams, Tyler Cook, Marco Simonovic. That's 5 young players. Now we'll see what happens with Tyler Cook. I don't know what they do with Tyler Cook, but at least 4 of those players, minus Tyler Cook, are all players that have been drafted in the last handful of years and are all 22 to 24. How old is Simonovic? 23, 24. So I don't know if they keep that first round pick unless it's somebody they really fucking believe in, and they try to bring in a veteran if they're trying to compete right now. So we'll see, though. We'll see. Brian the Tryhard says, Haize, what happened on Twitter? Joe Cowley got to talking out the side of his neck, and I gave him some work. And it's so funny the way that the supporters of both the Windy City Breeze and Chicago Bulls Central got at him as well. It was funny. He really thought we were some nobodies until we showed up with some fierce. Haize, I got Bulls going 2-1 on the West Coast trip against Sac, Utah, and Suns. What you got? Okay, Sacramento game is a dub. Utah game is a dub. Suns game, I agree with you on the 2-1. Now, what I will say is that this brand of defense we saw the Bulls play, and the fact that, keep in mind, it's not outside of the realm of possibility Patrick Williams may be back by that Suns game. Let's see. Let's just see. Let's see. JD number 5. JD, come on, man. You already supported me. I gave you your shout out, man. Come on, bro. Come on, bro. Let me hear some basketball talk from you, brother. So how you tell Ayo you come? Just tell him. Ayo doesn't care about coming off the bench. He understands his role in this team. What? Like, come on, man. Come on, man. Ayo's fine with coming off the bench. Will you dye your beard? What? My beard's already red. Why would I dye my beard red? It's already red. I'm literally a black ginger. Like, I know you probably can't see it. I have a face full of freckles, and my beard's red and blonde. I don't need to dye my beard red. Windy City Breeze, Windy City Breeze, Windy City Vids. If a player with a player option, the team can decline that and make him a free agent, or is it the player's decision? No. Well, is it a team option? No, a player option is, so it's player and team options. If it's a player option, the player has the option to decline it. If it's a team option, that's when the team has the choice to decline it. If it's a player option, the team can't decline it. So Tony Bradley having that player option, but I think it's still a partially guaranteed deal, so they still can cut him with not paying that full guaranteed salary next season. But I think they're going to try to move him. Favorite brand of tequila is Clase Azul Raspado. That's it. Whiskey from, I love a good bourbon too. I love a good bourbon. Cognac Boy says try Dobel. I may have to look into that. I'm not saying that that's outside the realm of possibility. That's why I looked at it like, hey, the Bulls may be able to do something. Millar Miller says, what up, Haize? P. Will listen, all I know is that they said that P. Will is ahead of Lonzo in the path to returning. As we saw with Caruso had one full contact practice and he was back in game time. Patrick Williams hasn't done contact yet. Well, he did some monitored contact. And I think they're just trying to see how his body responds. But I'm telling you, the day that we hear Patrick Williams competed in a full practice from start to finish, don't be surprised if by that next game or a game after, Patrick Williams is back. We have Tristan now. What's Ayo's fit? What? They don't even play the same position. I almost turned the hat around, but I'm not going to. What are you talking about, bro? What are you talking about? It was literally like the dark side of the force was calling to me. Like I almost flipped that lightsaber, man. Woo. You almost got that work, brother. You almost got that work. How do you think the players around the league view our team? I don't know. I really don't. As far as like how we're playing, I think that they respect what the Bulls can do, and I think players around the league understand how you're missing players like this and what that can do. I really do think the Bulls are going to be a free agent destination if that's what you're trying to get to. He just said, I cried on the listen, man, that was but it wasn't worth it because I understand he just didn't know what he was talking about. Hey, is Ayo clean as hell in the press conference tonight? Check it out when you get a chance. I definitely, I usually look at him after the fact. Tony Bradley is I think you meant Tony Bradley is a GOAT, like a physical GOAT. Maybe that's why he can't hold on to the ball. Maybe he's not used to not having hooves on his hand, so he can't hold on to the ball. I can believe that Tony Bradley is a GOAT, but the GOAT, no. What is he the greatest of all time of? What? Said I saw that Twitch. Listen, it was calling me. It was like literally the angel on this side of me was like, "Don't do it. Don't even. It's been good. The Bulls won. Don't even do it. Don't even. If the Bulls lost tonight and I got a comment like that, oh, Petty would have been out. Petty would have been out. If you get 7K subs by the playoffs, will you die? No, I'm not dyeing my beard, sweaty. But pick something new, brother. I'm not dyeing my beard. What grown man? Listen here. Anybody in the chat, come here. Talk to me for a minute. If you dye your beard as a grown ass man, it's not a good look, brother. It's not a good look. Even if you got women love the salt and pepper beard. Don't dye your beard, fam. Don't dye it. It's not a good look. It's not a good look. I swear to God, I can't wait till we get into the playoffs, and I hope Nikola Vucevic has a great series so I can laugh at all you haters. Thank you all again. Listen, I'm telling y'all right now, if the day that Vooch scores 30 points in the playoffs with like 10 rebounds, 4 to 5 assists, a block, I guarantee you Shay's doing backflips. I guarantee you Shay's doing backflips somewhere. You don't have to see it. Just know Shay is somewhere out in the universe doing motherfucking backflips while smoking a doobie. Like that's literally what's happening in that moment. Trade LaVine for listen, y'all. I'm convinced there's a whole spectrum of people who just want to see Petty Roosevelt come out. Shut the fuck up, brother. No. And if anybody else says, listen, I'm kicking y'all motherfuckers out the chat. If y'all say dye my beard, I'm just playing. But come on, drop the. I'm not dyeing my beard. Not dyeing my beard. If you just look at AD and he'll shatter, listen, I'm telling y'all right. I've said this before. I know he's from Chicago, but this version of AD having to survive a Chicago winter, he's literally going to get out of his car to go into the practice facility, and both of his legs will break in 18 places. Like you'll see a video. You remember, for anyone who's seen Tales from the Hood, you remember how the dude's foot was like behind his head, waving like this? That's going to be AD's legs behind his head if he has to survive another Chicago winter. I'm telling you, it's over with. It's over with. People think that I'm just obsessed with Kobe White and Nikola Vucevic, but I'm just not into all the trade somebody for somebody better. Think about it for a second. I haven't I can't remember much about you saying about Kobe White, but I know Vooch is your guy. We all have our guys, right? We all have our guys. David Allen Greer. Yes, that was David Allen Greer, which was a weird role for David Allen Greer to be a woman beater, right? Because you don't look at him that way. I can't wait for P. Wills though to come back. I feel like it'll give Ayo more chances to do more on offense and then make Kobe obsolete. And then the Bulls. No, Kobe is listen. Ayo is great, right? But bench scoring in the playoffs is the thing it needed. The Bulls bench was 29th in the league in bench scoring. That's not going to cut it. The Bulls aren't trading Kobe White just for anything. I'm not saying, and that's why I've been saying all this. I never thought the Bulls would trade Kobe White this season. Now, I do think that the Bulls could possibly package Kobe White with their first round pick if it's somebody that if they have a full offseason to really try to bring in more bench scoring. I do think that that's a possibility, but it's not going to be just because of Ayo. It's not going to be just because of Ayo. People don't realize how important the bench is. Look at how bad Philly's bench is. They have zero scoring outside of Embiid and Harden. Listen, that's why I could listen. I have always said that I don't think the Harden Embiid thing is going to work long term. But you were starting to see chinks in that armor, right? It can our defense take advantage of it. I bet you right now they wish they didn't have to give up Seth Curry in that trade because they could use somebody like Seth right now. They definitely could. Uh, Gallan says, just got back from the UC. Joint was bumping Caruso back in town. Shout out to Javante, who was some awesome energy plays tonight. Listen, I would have loved to be in the UC with the first time Alice Caruso checked in. I would have loved to be there. Love to be there. So, how much egg would this whole season is an egg in the Lakers' face? First of all, for what they're paying Westbrook, they could have had DeMar DeRozan and Alice Caruso and still had an additional $5 million, right? An additional 5 million. Come on, man. They just it's bad. Haize, why would the Bulls go out of their way to get AD when he had a chance to come here when he was a free agent? They went, oh yeah, I mean, no, it's not even about that. I think if AD was fully healthy, the Bulls would be crazy not to go after him if he wanted to be here. Let me just say that clear. But the fact is that AD is shown to be a liability. And while I know people are going to point out, well, look at Zach, look Zach's knee, the knee. But AD literally is a threat to triple double injuries more than he is to triple double on the court right now. Like he'll have 3 injuries at the same time. He's more than likely to get that than he is to get a triple double in the NBA. Ayo has improved way ahead of schedule. How do you not see he's a rotation guy? Just curious, bro. What do you mean? How do you not see he's no? I definitely, I definitely think Io's a rotation. What did I say that made you think that I didn't think Io was going to be in the rotation? Oh no, Io's earned his minutes. It's just that Kobe's earned minutes too, and I think it's going to fluctuate depending on the matchup of who's going to get more minutes depending on what team they're facing and what they need in that game. But no, Io's absolutely earned his minutes. Absolutely. Just send a good screensaver to your phone. Oh shit, I hate to see this. Hold on, y'all. Ricky's always fucking with me. Ha! Oh wow, that is hilarious. That is funny. That is a good screensaver. That's actually great. Mr. Glass is a pack. Oh, that's even worse. He's a Packers fan. Oh, he said that was for. Oh, okay, okay. I was about to say, what did I say that made him think that I didn't think Iowa was a rotation player? I was like, I said something way wrong. I didn't fully explain myself. I thought I was tripping. I've been known to trip from time to time, so it is what it is. Shay in the building says not to underestimate the Nets at all, but at the same time, I don't think that you could just plug 2 guys in and everything will be solved. It's all about chemistry. I agree with that, and we'll see if they can develop some chemistry. Um, I just really can't wait to see what that team looks like with Ben Simmons on it. I really can't wait for that, and I think that I think it's going to go one or two ways with the Nets. I think that it's either going to be a huge success, meaning that they are title contenders, um, at a high level, not just like you can throw, oh, they could possibly win this all. I mean, like one of the best teams in the NBA, especially given now an off season, going into an off season of now that they can try to, build that bench around what they have in those 3 players. Or it's just gonna go horribly, horribly wrong. That's it. I don't see any midway with that, any middle ground with that. King Austin, they traded Kuzma, Montrezl Harrell, and KCP for Westbrook. Even though none of those 3 guys are stars, the production in terms of points, rebounds, and defense that they bring are way. And that's why I tell people all the time, it's not just about bringing in whatever star that you can bring. It's about proper roster construction. When you construct a roster, right? You know the weakness players have, and you get. For example, Lonzo's pick and roll defense is there to help because Vooch is not the best pick and roll defender, right? You construct a roster, you're not going to have a roster full of people who are just all hitters in every aspect of the game, but you have people who cover up other weaknesses. And on paper, they thought that bringing in Tony Bradley was going to be the defender off the bench as a big man that they need. And then they very soon realized that all they did was draft a seal with with flipper hands. Like they might as well have the Penguin, Danny DeVito in full Penguin costume might as well have been playing backup center for us before when Tony Bradley was in. But that being aside, that's how proper roster construction works. Everybody who has narrow minded and just thinks, oh, we can go get this star. Can we trade for that star? Can we trade that star? Do you want to wind up like the Lakers? Is that what you want to wind up like? Terrell, with the Bulls almost fully healthy, do you think their defense will be middle of the pack or just better? Oh, it's even a middle of the pack defense, right? With the offense that they can score, is going to be an elite team. But keep in mind, this team, when they were closest to fully healthy, and I always say closest and don't say fully healthy because we didn't have Kobe then when we had Patrick Williams, and then Patrick Williams wasn't even himself when we did have him. They were top 5 in the NBA. That's elite defense. And I know some people are going to throw, well, they weren't facing the best teams at the time. And that's true. So even let's account for that. Let's say because they weren't facing the best competition at that time, let's just say they dropped down from number 5 to number 10. Let's even say top 12, right? But if you have an elite offense that can score in the way that the Bulls do, and you have a 12th ranked defense, I say that gets quite a bit done for you. So I really like this team, like the potential, and really I've been looking at Chicago a lot. That's why I'm here, and I think I would be a good target for them. What I seen today was awesome. Oh, Moses. Oh God, somebody create. Oh Jesus, not Moses Brown. Oh my God. Why do y'all want to stress me the fuck out? Like, why do you people that I love so motherfucking much that we've built this beautiful community together? Why do you like stressing me out? Why do you guys purposely do things to stress me out? I don't know what is it? I give you guys great content. I give you guys videos all the time. I give you guys latest news, but you people don't want to give me the likes on the videos and you want to stress me out. Moses Brown. Ain't you happy over in Cleveland? The worst city in America? Ain't you happy over there? Stay over that way. Please, please don't do this to me. Thoughts on Zion? You mean Fat Homer Simpson in the dress? This is what I'll say. I really do fear that Zion's going to be Greg Oden. And I know people don't like to hear that, but I worry about that. Now, Zion fully healthy is a beast, but how often are we going to get that? How often are we going to get that? James Trigg says second round out at least, or is this season? No matter what happens, if I don't care if the Bulls are first round, the season's not a bust. You don't go from being a non-playoff team to a team that's over 40 wins, that's going to be a playoff berth, and say that was a bust. This season was always to lay the groundwork. That's always what this was meant to be. And they have a hell of a foundation to build off of now, no matter what happens this offseason. No, the season, in no way is the season a bust at all, period. Go to Top Notch channel. That's funny. Back to basketball. Do you think Zion needs a winning coach? No, Zion needs salad, fruit, built bars, avocados, which are a superfruit, right? A superfood. I think you burn more calories eating avocados than you do actually eating them. Get Zion some avocados. That's what Zion Williamson needs. I don't care. You can't, no matter what winning culture you get around him, if you're not taking it seriously, listen, I'm fat, right? I'm fat and I'm trying to get myself together. Zion needs to look at himself in the mirror and ask himself what the fuck he wants to do. What does he want to do? What type of player does he want to be? What does he want his legacy to be? Does he want to be Greg Oden? Bulls on that November West trip without Vooch, P. Will, and Kobe just coming back was top 10 defense efficiency. Fully healthy, you can do the math. Absolutely. Absolutely. Jeremiah in the building. Great win tonight for the Chicago Bulls. They got the job done and they went out and got the W. Keep up. Let's go, Bulls. Absolutely. Absolutely. And JLR says, in a whole lot of running. Yes, for sure. For sure. Definitely. Definitely. I think some of your haters are Garpack's burner account. That wouldn't surprise me. That would not surprise me. Gar Foreman, that Muppet face bastard. I would not be surprised at all if he was trolling the channel at all. You can't tell me if somebody didn't say, "Hey, you can punch Gar Foreman in the face once as hard as you possibly can, and there could be no charges pressed against you." Whew, man. Listen, okay, I'm gonna murder this name. Hu He Jayin. Hu He Jahin. I know I probably murdered it. First of all, thank you for supporting the channel at this level. I appreciate you, especially this late coming through with the support and the super chat. Let's go ahead and read it. Do you think a deep playoff run has any impact on attracting good players on the vet minimum deals next season? It definitely can have an impact, right? If you got to look at it this way. I think the Bulls have already opened themselves to solid veterans being interested in coming to the team. This front office has shown an ability to continue to improve the team. DeMar DeRozan's had a great season. The culture that's built here, all of that is going to attract people. If you make a deep playoff run, that changes from just really good veterans that can contribute to maybe those ring chasing veterans say, hey, wait a second. That Bulls team won 2 games in the Eastern Conference Finals. Yeah, I can get 10 million over at such and such, but I could possibly win a title in Chicago and get about 7 million. I'm gonna run with Chicago. That's definitely what happens. Garpax know they suck. Prime example was Felicio. Man, listen, that's crazy. My thoughts are prayers to Shay and his family. Absolutely. Shay's in here. He sees that. Thoughts and prayers always go out to Shay. I know we have not won against the best team, but at the same time, to have a good NBA record, you have to win against the team you have to beat. That is a fact. That is a fact. Gar is in charge of the Pelicans in some way. I feel bad. I think he's just a consultant. I don't think he's in charge. I don't think he's in. Somebody correct me in the chat. I don't think he's in charge though. I feel bad for that inner circle. Zion needs a role model like Charles Barkley had with Moses Malone. This is the thing. Young players nowadays, man. I don't know, man. I have no idea. Gotta go cake it now. See you for the Bears pop. My God. See you, bro. Go get your cake in, man. I love y'all, man. Be easy out there. God family, Chicago Bulls. Let's go. Absolutely. Crazy how NBA shutdown was 2 years, dang, really? That's crazy. Hayes, what position is the target? I don't know. I'm not looking at that until the end of the season. We got to see how we finish out. We got to see how we finish out before I get into that. Question: how do our roster be if we got LaMelo Ball instead of Patrick Williams? That is a very interesting take, right? I really don't know, but man, LaMelo Ball and Zach LaVine in the backcourt together. Jeez, that's the best backcourt in the NBA, possibly. Man, I don't I don't even know, man. I don't even know. Tariq says, "Are you a fan of BTN Basketball Time Machine? He really reps the old school b-ball, awesome. I've never heard of it. Is a YouTuber or a podcast? Let me know. I'll find him. I'll find him. You guys have been suggesting a lot of really good YouTubers to me. Would you rather have Wiseman or Vooch? Vooch all day. Come on. Do. All right. I think we're gonna go ahead and wrap it up. It's getting late. I appreciate you guys, man. Um, yeah, yeah. This has been a great stream as always. Had a great number of people in the chat today. Great conversation. Praise out to Shay again and his family. That's really it. I'm gonna give you guys a couple more minutes to just share anything else on your hearts and minds, but then we're gonna go ahead and get up out of here. Adrian says, by the way, I'm just like you. I'm a scientist by day, but my sports fan persona by night would scare my colleagues in the science world. Oh, my actual job, people, like my 9 to 5. Oh, man. If they saw Petty Roosevelt, they'd be like, there's no way in hell that this is the same guy I work with Monday through Friday. No way in hell. No way in hell. You said YouTuber? All right, I'll have to check. Let me go ahead and put it in the phone now. Because I always play 2K after streams. Always play 2K after streams, and I go and listen to other YouTube. Usually, the Bull Adrian at the Bull Show, or the Windy City Breeze. I'll go and listen to their streams or their videos if they post one after. But then I check out some of the people you gave me. So I'll check out Basketball Time Machine. I'm gonna check that out. Moses Brown, just seeing your reaction of what I said, I apologize. What I said, I'm just on a 10-day contract with the worst city in the U.S. and my career in the NBA is winding down, but your reaction was funny. Y'all are, listen, y'all are really trying to kill me. Y'all are really trying to kill me. Really trying to kill me. Man, I love y'all, though. I love y'all, man, but y'all really trying to kill your boy. Can we get 18 more likes to get this video to 200 likes before I go? Can we get 18 more likes before I shut down this video? Can we get 18 more likes? Probably not, but fuck it. I figured I might as well ask. But all right, we're winding down. Sweaty Bloke says Moses Brown is actually good. I don't know why. No, I'm not downplaying him. He's just not what we need. We don't need another project, and he's not going to give us what we need, not consistently. Millar Miller, would you rather have Kyrie around for a game to score 50 points than have him out 2 to 3 games, or rather have Ben Simmons, random Mike Tyson back issues, what? Man, what the hell did you just throw at me, Millar Miller? I don't even know how to address that, man. Neither one of them. Keep both them bastards over there. I wonder where are those who are advocating for Jeremy Grant, man. I am so. Oh, if y'all saw the little jig and dance I did when the trade deadline went by and no Jeremy Grant, man, I was live streaming after the trade deadline. But man, listen here. I was so happy when that shit was over with. I know it's probably going to start back up in the off season. And now it's the Mitchell Robinson thing. And if Mitchell Robinson come here on the mid-level exception, I'll take it. But listen, it's about to get ugly in here real quick. Real quick. All right, we need 9 more likes. 9 more. Get to 200. Come on, give me 9 more likes. I'm gonna get the hell up out of here. Do you remember back in 2014, Carmelo Anthony was not trying to hear about the little money Chicago Bulls were trying to? Yes, I bet he wished he would have took it. Could you imagine? Even on, I know Derrick Rose never really got back to being Derrick Rose at that point, but imagine adding adding Carmelo Anthony to a team with Joakim Noah, Derrick Rose, and a young Jimmy Butler, and what Jimmy ended up turning into. Jimmy literally would have covered. He would have played two between Derrick Rose and Carmelo Anthony. And do we have Paul Gasol by then too? I think we had Paul Gasol then. Or did he come the season after? I can't remember. But man, that would have been a team. That would have been a team. Thoughts on Khalil Mack? Khalil Mack was my favorite Bear. It sucks. I took a minute. I was super pissed off when the trade happened, but then the rational side of me, I understand with his age, the money, the fact that LA took all of the money except the dead salary this year, and they would have had to pay 30 million this year in dead salary, but it's only going to end up being 24. The fact that they took all the future money, you take that deal. Now I do wish that they would have gotten a second and a third, kind of like what they got for Von Miller. But you understand it. You understand it. Get move, move, go somewhere, go somewhere. Damn cat. Why Chicago Bears Central? They cover it in full detail. Absolutely, absolutely. If we sign, oh, it was the same offseason. I couldn't remember how it worked out. So, but even then, so the starting lineup would have been Derrick Rose, Jimmy Butler, Carmelo Anthony, Taj Gibson, Joakim Noah. Come on, man. That starting five, get give me that starting five any day, especially in that NBA. Derrick Rose, Jimmy Butler, Carmelo Anthony, Taj Gibson, and Joakim Noah. Come on, man. Come on. Come on. Listen. Listen. Come on, man. Come on. Come on. Come on, man. Woulda, coulda, shoulda, right? What could have been. What that team wins the title. That team wins it. Even with Carmelo not quite ever being himself again, Derrick Rose not at that point, not being quite himself again. The ascension of Jimmy Butler with that type of roster around him, man, listen here. We'd be talking about title number 7 already. Yes, but it's still Joakim Noah. It's still Joakim Noah. All right, but that's it, y'all. I'm gonna go ahead and end the stream. Thank you so much for the continued support. Um, I appreciate you guys so much, so much. I really do. The way that we've grown this channel in the months that we've been here, it's been crazy and it's been humbling, and we're gonna continue to do it. This is the thing. If this channel wasn't around and if it wasn't for your guys' support in growing the channel, I wouldn't be on Locked On Bulls. I came on their radar because of the growth of this channel. Everything happens for a reason. So that's why when people were asking, are you still going to do Chicago Bulls Central? Yes, absolutely, because this is home, right? I love y'all. I truly mean that. And what we built here means so much to me. But that's it for tonight, guys. The Bulls got to win in. Send in the energy till Monday. Pray for me Monday too on the live stream. I appreciate you guys so much. Make sure you remember, see red, don't be red. I love you guys. Go Bulls. Peace, y'all.